Hi, I'm Felicia Cameron, and welcome to Tuesday Talk with a Therapist. Myself, I'm Felicia Cameron, the owner and founder of Lending a Hand, which is I provide mental health counseling to people dealing with anxiety and depression and dealing with life transition in life. Today on Tuesday Talk, we're going to be talking about coping skills to, to help reduce stress and anxiety while working from home. Look, on last week, I talked about is working from home is causing you stress or anxiety. If you didn't catch that video, I encourage you to catch that video. You can click on the link tree above and listen to the video or go to previous posts. But last week we talked about is working from home is causing you stress or anxiety. On today, I want to provide you some coping skills. Like after you decide that is working from home is causing me stress and anxiety, I want to provide you some coping skills today. So I have a list of coping skills for you to try to help you. One coping skill is exercising. It's been known that as you exercise, that exercise has been known to reduce anxiety. It's been known to provide those feel-good hormones, endorphins. And it's been known to exercise to help with improved sleeping. So a coping skill could be exercising. Another coping skill, it could be using a scented candle. Yes, many scents give out a feeling to help reduce stress and anxiety, like lavender, those scents to kind of help calm the body, make it peaceful. So if you're working from home, maybe having a scented candle near your workstation to help you cope and to relieve some of the stress as you're working from home. Having a scented candle in your desk or at your office area or in your room. Another coping skill is to cut your caffeine intake. Yes. Caffeine is found in the drinks that the coffee, those energy drinks and teas. Many times, you're working from home and you taking a sip, but could that also be help in causing problem with increased stress and anxiety? So, starting to safely reduce that caffeine intake to help remove those jitteries or anxiety that you might be having while you're working from home. A coping skill is, guess what? Chewing gum. Yes, chewing gum. You say, how can that help reduce stress and anxiety for working from home? Well, while you're chewing gum, it's like it create experience that to help also while you're chewing that help to relax you. It create that blood flow to the brain, and it also kind of help to relax you by chewing gum. Another coping skill is to spend more time with family and friends. Yes, you're working from home. You're at home all day. You're working at home all day, and a coping skill is to spend some time with family and friends, whether it's face-to-face, by phone, or video chat. But having those, spending time with people, that really sometimes to help to relieve stress to someone you can talk to and interact with. Another coping skill is to laugh. Yes, laugh. I recently did this. I was going through some stress and anxiety, and I pulled out an old funny movie to watch that I watched, and I laughed so much that it made me cry. But laughing, it helps so much to relieve stress. So, if you're having a very stressful day at work, working from home, maybe on your break, you put on a funny video or you watch a clipping or something, and have you a break of just laughter to help relieve the stress. Another coping skill is learning to say no. That means that we need to realize what we can do and what we can't do, and being selected on what tasks that we take on while working from home. There's another coping skill is we need to avoid procrastination. Because even though sometimes we cause increased stress and anxiety on ourselves, by working at home. But if we dealing with procrastination where we don't want to do those tasks or we multitasking, then a coping skill is to avoid that procrastination. Meaning, if that means that I have to make a list of things to do and set them in importance of what I'm going to do, then to do those things. I have another coping skill is mindfulness. Yes, what does that mean? Whether you take out some yoga classes or you do self meditation, but to practice it to be focused on the present moment to help reduce anxiety and stress. Also, coping skill is to listen to relaxed music. You know, while you're working from home, as I mentioned earlier, you can have your candle, you sit in candle on your side in your office, but you can also have some relaxed music playing in the background or just help you relax. Some calming, peaceful, relaxed music as a way to cope. You can also, as a coping skill, practice your deep breathing exercises where you practice deep breathing to relax the body. Maybe on your break or after you get off from work, but you practice those deep breathing exercises to help you relax. And also, coping skills, spending time with a pet. Actually, spending time with a pet has been known to really uplift people's spirits. If you're dealing with depression and you at home working all day, actually taking our time and spending time playing around with a pet. I know today I gave you about 12 coping skills. And what I want you to do is just try. Either pick one, try for a couple of days, a week. Okay, I'm going to try the coping skill of scented candle. Try it. Or combine the coping skills together, like I mentioned earlier. I might have the coping skill of the scented candle and the relaxed music playing around. I might have add on my 15-minute break or my 12-minute break while I'm working from home that I watch a funny video or read something funny. Or I'm going to now to reduce the caffeine or tea and coffee that I have at my workstation from home, not drink so much. Or I'm gonna chew some gum. Or I'm gonna, in between, if you're working in customer service, I see that's a lot that people working from home in customer service. In between phone calls, that small window of break, I'm going to practice my deep breathing. I'm gonna practice meditating on being mindful and focus on where I'm at. But there's ways to help you to reduce the stress and anxiety from working from home. And you won't know till you give it a try and see if it works. But also, if you still suffering and dealing with a lot of increased anxiety and stress, go talk to someone, say a therapist, like myself or another therapist that can help you cope with it, dealing with anxiety and stress. I'll see you next time for next Tuesday Talk with a Therapist. Thank you.